did before, I googled the price of Cersei Lannister costumes and they run on average between $200 to $300, but a girl has no money, so I'll be making my own. Halloween is for having fun, not for going broke. The first materials that I'll be using are these pads that are usually found in our bras and camis for some reason. If you don't have these, you can use shoulder pads or any other really sturdy fabric. I like them because they're already shaped the way I want them and I don't have to cut anything. Next to them we have Rhinestones from Michaels, and I got 2 packs just in case. On the other side we have E6000 glue and a hot glue gun. I'm going to try both of these and go with the one that works best. The next thing you're going to need is a black cardigan or blazer, and I have all these out because I was trying to figure out which one would work best for this project, and I finally decided on this grandma looking one here at the end. I know that it's the least flattering, but it has the most material in the shoulder part so that my pads will have a good foundation to sit on. And the next thing you're going to need is just a plain black dress, or a black top and a long black skirt will also work. I got this one off Amazon for about $20. The next thing I picked up was this crown, which is a Party City original. FYI, they do carry the regular girly crowns, but I like this one because it has the antlers of a stag design, and that made me think of how Cersei should actually be using her married last name of Baratheon on the throne, but it's Cersei, so she's like, new last name, who this? But more importantly, I like the fact that I could modify this one to make it look more authentic, like the actual crown that she wears on the show. So we'll see how it comes out. The last major thing you'll need is 2 yards of black fabric for the faux train of your gown, and you'll only need 1 pack of 2 yards. I just purchased 3 types because I wasn't sure what texture of fabric would look best, and all of these range from about $2 to $5 at Walmart. And as a point of reference, these are the looks that I am going to be inspired by for this project. Here she is, our gentle-hearted, merciful queen. First, I'm spray painting my bra pads black because apparently they don't just come in black. Like, I've never seen these in black. I don't know, maybe you guys have, but I haven't. You can use fabric paint if you want, but I'm choosing to use spray paint because I feel like it will stiffen the pads even more and give my shoulders more of a lifted, regal effect. Okay, now on to the fun part of gluing our rhinestones onto our pads. So I prepped by going through the little package and separating the different shapes of rhinestones because that helps the process to go much faster. It gets frustrating and time consuming when you have to frequently stop to search for a specific shape. Next, using tweezers, I'm going to pick up random shapes that I like and organize them into a design that is aesthetically pleasing to me. So yeah, I'm just kind of putting them together and seeing how they fit best. And I'm not using glue yet, I'm just mapping out my design first. Okay, so this one right here is the first one that I did, and as you guys can see, I couldn't quite get all the diamonds aligned in the middle correctly, so it's a little jumbled up. On the second one that I did, I decided to experiment with smaller diamonds around the middle, and it worked out. So I think I'm gonna change this one to put smaller rhinestones around the middle. So yeah, so the second one came out way better. I love the way this one came out. So yes. Now I'm going through and picking up each rhinestone and putting glue on the back of it and just setting it back down on the cloth, and I just kind of press and hold it for a few seconds. Okay, so I used the E6000 glue to glue down the rhinestones on the pad on the left, and I used a hot glue gun on the one to the right. As an FYI, I just want to let you guys know that the E6000 glue did compromise the back of the diamond on the left side. I think it was too wet maybe or something, and it wrinkled the paper on the back of the rhinestone. And you can kind of see that through the front of the rhinestone, as they are not as translucent. The hot glue gun, on the other hand, did not damage the rhinestones at all on the right pad. But there's always a silver lining. The damage from the E6000 glue gave the pad on the left side sort of a rustic medieval look to it, whereas the one on the right has more of a costumey, fake feel to it. And because our story takes place in medieval times, the damage from the E6000 glue sort of supports that era. I kind of like it. It's grown on me. Okay, these first two sets of pads were for our outer arm, and now I'm going to move on to the second set of pads, which will be used for the top of our shoulders. And this is the look that we're kind of going for, just as an FYI, so you guys see what my thought process is. And I just repeated the process that I did on the first pads to the ones on the second, and this is how it looks so far. I've glued down the largest diamonds, and now I'm just gonna go and fill in the black space with smaller diamonds. Okay, so now that we're finished with our shoulder gear, I'm gonna take my Party City original crown and turn it into a medieval Game of Thrones Cersei style crown. So I understand that Cersei's crown is supposed to be gold, but in the images it looks mostly silver with a slight bronze finish to it. So I'm just going to try to recreate the color of her crown using the paints that I have. So first I'm going to paint the entire thing a shiny silver. Now that the silver coat is completely dry, I'm taking the bronze paint and barely spraying the crown. So I'm spraying the lightest possible amount. I'm not spraying directly onto the crown. I'm sort of spraying off of it, if that makes sense. I'm just trying to achieve that shiny light bronze look that's supposed to be gold. If I spray gold directly onto it, it'll look too fake. I'm trying to get as close as possible. We'll see. So now, using this butterfly that I got from the Christmas department at Walmart, I'm going to turn this crown into what I envision. You can use almost any type of silvery craft sticks to do it, but I saw this butterfly at the checkout counter and I said to myself, that works. First, I'm going to break off all of the longest antlers to make the crown smaller and more feminine like Cersei's. Now that I've finished cutting off all of my antlers, I am now going to demolish this pretty little butterfly. I'm gonna dismember this little guy like so. Sorry, kiddo, I need your parts. Now I'm just taking all of my little shiny pieces and I'm trying to arrange them into a little star like the one Cersei has on her crown. Yeah. Now for the real reason I bought this crown in the first place, I'm going to take my little antlers and arrange them around the perimeter of the crown so as to achieve that prickly effect that Cersei's has. And here is our finished product. I like it. Now on to my cardigan. I've already measured where I want to cut based on the shape of my body, so that's why you see those white pencil marks, and those will rub off later. I'm just going to cut the bottom of it off while leaving a longer piece at the back so that I can tuck my sweater in if I have to. I just wanted to quickly show you guys that I'm using Velcro to affix these to my cardigan. Okay guys, for my neck brace, I'm going to be using this gaudy necklace that I got from Aldo years ago. I know that they also sell them in Charming Charlie's also. I've seen a lot of girls wearing them around. And what I did was I took a couple of these rhinestones and I just glued them on the front of a few of the diamonds on here to make it blend better with my shoulder pieces. Here are my shoulder pieces right here done. It might look a little weird side by side under this light, but it does blend whenever I put it all together with the outfit. If you don't have a gaudy necklace to add rhinestones to, you can simply cut a piece of fabric into a triangle, glue rhinestones to it, and just tie it around your neck with yarn like I'm showing you here. I had to cut the entire demonstration because the video was just getting way too long. Again, I'm attaching these with Velcro, and I glued this Velcro down because I'm not planning on using this sweater for anything else. And ladies, this chain is one of those purse strap chains, and they do sell these at Michael's for like $5. Because I wanted to be able to reuse the embellishments for other articles of clothing at random, this is why I used 3 small pieces for each side as opposed to just one large piece. I wanted to be able to have options and move the pieces around in order to achieve different looks. And before I started, I also wasn't sure how much bling I wanted around my neck, so I wanted to give myself options. Do you guys think Cersei would do an outfit of the day and take mirror selfies? I think so. Westeros Fashion Week, hashtag killed it, hashtag fashion killer, hashtag literally most beautiful woman in the 7 kingdoms. Now finally I'm adding a fake train for a bit of flair, and I ended up adding an extra strip of rhinestones to the front just because I wanted to be super extra for this Halloween party that I'm going to. First, I'm going to take this belt and just tie it around my waist and turn it to the back so that the front buckle does not show. Next, I'm going to take my 2 yards of satin fabric and pull it through my belt and allow it to trail behind me. Now, this belt is looser than I'd prefer, but it's all I can find at the moment. I think an elastic waistband works better for this, but I still like the way it came out.